Okay, let's go live. This is James Maduke speaking. I forgot to put my key light on, so I'll do that while I'm starting talking. Today, what I want to do is I want to share with you, I think something that is really important if you're an over 40 online course creator, someone who's trying to figure out how do I do some of this teaching online stuff, and you're also not into social media. I'm going to share with you how I actually quit social media without quitting social media, and it's a special little hack, and I hope at the end of it you'll be able to see how doing this one little thing on YouTube actually removes the entire requirement of you having to physically post onto social media. And I don't know about you, but when I first started, I remember this was in 2011. I'm dating myself here. But I was a big Windows phone fanatic. I'm talking to you about real-time big on the Windows thing. Everything, I was all in on Windows, like completely all in on Windows. I'm just going to turn on my key light here while we're talking. And I really liked it. I had a couple Windows phones. I even had the Windows watch. And I remember we were on a trip. I was on a trip with my family. And one of the things I was doing at the time is I was actually posting from my phone, because it was kind of cool. I was posting from my phone. There's my key light. I was posting from my phone and from my watch stuff that was going on a regular basis, and I was doing it to Facebook at the time. And I remember my kids were younger, and they absolutely beat me up about posting stuff that was personal online. Now, they were a little bit younger, obviously, of course, but they gave me all sorts of trouble about it. And for me, as someone who was always trying to be cool and wanted to make sure the kids were happy with me, I quit posting personally. And that was probably the biggest mistake I ever made in my life, because right now I am absolutely crappy at social media. In fact, I don't like posting on social media. I find it really, really difficult. And generally, I don't post anymore. So if you're like an over 40 course creator, or more importantly, you might have been someone who's kind of more focused on business than personal stuff when it comes to social media, it can be really, really hard to try and figure out, like, how do I use social media to grow my business and to actually spend some time kind of getting access to this huge market through social media without having to post or feel kind of weird, or, having to learn how to do this. There's so many different platforms now, just like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook pages and LinkedIn and Pinterest. There's just tons of them available, and they're still really important, especially if you're creating online courses or you want to teach online, because you still have to get the word out. And if you look online today, if you're in business, a traditional business, you can identify right away which is the social media posts from a business and which are the ones that are personal. And I think there's a real benefit if we can kind of thread the needle there and put ourselves in a place where we can actually go and get the best of both worlds, so that we can share a little bit of ourselves without sharing ourselves and still have it as a business that really helps us. And if you're over 40 looking to kind of sell and teach online, there's some stuff that's really important to remember about social media. I'm not saying it's not important. So right now, 69% of adults that are age 50 and 64 use at least one social media site. So that means if you're marketing to this audience or that demographic, that's a huge amount. Like 7 out of 10 people are using social media. So if you're creating content, you have to be on there. If you look at the actual stats, Facebook and YouTube are the most popular for the over 40 crowd. 77% of 30 to 49-year-olds and 73% of 50 to 64 are using Facebook. So in as much as you hear all of the different kinds of platforms there are, whether it be Instagram or Twitter or X or LinkedIn, all of these different ones, when it comes to the social media part, Facebook is still a huge, huge part, especially for kind of the older crowd here. When it comes to, for course creators, 50% or 6 out of 10 Gen Zers say it's more convenient to consume educational content on social media than through traditional channels. So even though it's a young market, they're still interested in learning on stuff of that. So, having said that, about 40% of marketers think that influencer marketing or social media marketing is the most important one for driving all of these sales. So how do we take advantage of all of this important social media stuff and make sure that we can get in front of those people who are buying our content without having to work on it and without having to post to social media? And here's the simple hack that I'm going to show you. And this is why technically I quit social media in all sorts of situations. Now I said I quit social media, and I'm actually going to show you a couple of my social media accounts. I'll look at them right now, and you're going to see that even though I quit social media, I want you to take a look and see what happens. So if I go over and we take a look at a Facebook account here, and I look at Facebook, you can see that on the right-hand side here, you can see that I am posting to Facebook each and every day. And in fact, I'm posting to Facebook right now as we speak. So Create and Sell Courses was live 20 hours ago. There's a 20-minute video. There's another one. There's a one from 23 hours ago. Here's one from a day ago. So on some of the days, I am posting 1 to 2 times a day on Facebook, but I'm not posting to Facebook. Another example is on LinkedIn, which is one of the ones that my particular market or people are on. If you take a look at this one started 22 minutes ago when I started on this. There's one from yesterday. There's another one from the day before. There's another one from the day before. So what's happening here is if you look at these, all of these social media accounts I'm posting to, but I'm not posting to them normally. What I'm doing is live streaming, and that's how I've chosen to post to social media without having to do it. Now, the cool thing is when you live stream, and this is what I'm suggesting you take a look at, if you're going to create online courses, there's a huge number of benefits for this. You can live stream really, really quickly and easily. And if you're live streaming with some of the tools I'm going to show you in a second, it automatically posts to social media. So anywhere you're live streaming to, you're posting to social media. And this is educational content that allows people to know, like, and trust you, to be super authentic about knowing who you are and what you're talking about. And this way of promoting yourself through social media gets those 6 or 7 out of 10 people to see you, to know, like, and trust you. So all of these particular channels are the ones you have to market on, and this ability to be authentic and engage with people, especially that over 40 crowd, this is the part that builds community and more importantly allows you to get engaged with people. There's all sorts of long-term relationships you can build, not only with potential customers, but complementary people who are doing the same thing. My personal business model at this point is I do live streams each and every day, which automatically post to social media so that I don't have to. And the purpose of the posting that I do, the educational material that I do, is to get people to reach out to me and say, hey, can you help me with this? Or I understand and I'm comfortable with you because I've seen you so often. Can we talk about how I can do this? So if you don't already know, I do have a live coaching program where we actually create online courses with you live in real time. You work one-on-one with me. We'll actually use ChatGPT and Claude and some of the other tools that we talk about on this channel. And we actually create your own course, mini course or micro course, and we create it for you. And we'll actually teach you how to live stream with some of the tools that we're looking at in a second, because it's super, super easy. And it's a lot of fun once you get started. So, I'm trying to look at this and say, how can I help someone who's just getting started or who's thinking about teaching online or creating an online course and really wanting to be out there and not have to worry about what to say on social media, but still be able to talk about what it is they're passionate about and how to do it. And I think being able to live stream and capture that digital exhaust and turn it into online courses is the perfect method of doing it. And that's the one, frankly, I'd like to teach you about. Now, if you haven't already checked out the channel here, make sure to go to the link before, trainingsites.io. That's my website there. I also have a particular coaching program. That's at trainingsites.io/AI course. Go check that out. We've got some slots available to you. So if you want to see that, see how it works, please do that. And you'll actually book some time with me and you can tell me about what your ideas are, and then we'll either get started or I'll direct you some of the resources that might be a better fit for you. But this whole system is something that is easy to do, and I'm going to show you the tools right now that you can get started with. Now remember, what I'm talking about is not posting on social media. Don't worry about social media. All you need to do is do these live streams once a day, once a week, once whatever you can fit in or get used or comfortable with. And again, remember when you do a live stream, it doesn't have to be only you talking. The best part about live streaming is you can be talking to someone else, whether that's a coworker, a former coworker, an associate, a spouse, a friend, a family member, someone that you know. You can do a live stream and do these videos quickly and easily and start to build out all of these digital assets you have that you can turn into courses or complement as courses. But you've got this authentic channel that's real, that kills two birds with one stone. Again, like and subscribe to the channel if you want to find out all the other materials that we're covering here. But these three, and I'll put the links below, these are the three ones that you want to kind of take a look at when you're playing around with, or you're thinking, hey, how am I going to do this? Or what's going to happen here with all of this stuff. So here's the first one. And this is, here's the one. Just remember at the end of the day here, if you are getting started live streaming, all you just need your phone. That's all that you need is a phone. And in many cases, you can use, a simple tripod, something like that, to put your phone up on. And all you need to do is talk into the phone. That's more than enough to get started. And from the phone, if you have your phone hooked up to a computer, for example, if you have an iPhone, you can hook it up pretty easily to your computer. Even if you don't, you can log into these tools that I'm going to show you and actually live stream from your phone. So there's no technology that you have to get all freaked out on to start using. I've got sunlight coming in on the right-hand side. I have a simple light that shines up on the wall here, so I get a bit of reflection from it. Other than that, there's nothing special going on other than a camera here for me. So simple tech, that's all you need to get started. From there, you either need to have a piece of software on your computer, which is what I do, one called Ecamm for Mac. And then the other one that you can do is a simple tool called StreamYard. Now, if you look here from StreamYard, and you can set live stream. If you look on the screen here, you can see all of the different live stream channels that you can send to. So we've got Facebook pages, groups, and profiles, LinkedIn pages and profiles, business pages, YouTube channels, X or Twitter, Instagram Live, and Twitch. These are the ones for live stream. So every time you do a live stream, it goes out and it actually posts the live stream to these platforms. So you're not having to figure out a graphic. You're not having to figure out, what do I need to say, or do I have some fancy quote of the day? Do I need a separate tool to post to social media? No, you don't. All you need to do is hop onto StreamYard, for example, talk into your phone, or interview someone who's on their phone and have it show up on all of the social media platforms. There's no extra work that's involved. Whenever you live stream, it posts to social media. This is such an easy hack. And if you get a little bit comfortable talking to the phone or your camera, just a tiny, tiny little bit, it kills two birds with one stone, and you're going to get out in front of a whole bunch of people. And not only are you going to get better at actually doing this yourself, but people are going to grow along with you and join your community if they're interested in what it is that you're talking about it. So everything is done simultaneously. You don't have to do it. You don't have to worry about it. The other one, other than StreamYard, is one called Riverside. Works exactly the same way. It's in your browser. You just have to log into the site, whether you're on your smartphone or on your computer with a webcam hooked up to it. That's all you need to do. You can start for free on these. And on these ones, all that it does is it does live streaming, same idea, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. All of these ones automatically get posted to, and when you're posting to them, you now have a social media podcast or clip. The one I use is called Ecamm, and I'll do some videos maybe another time on just how to use Ecamm. But this whole situation with Ecamm as an example, where I can do things like switch from just my talking head or a Zoom talking head or back and forth, or if I want to just do a screen capture with the headshot that's there, or if, for example, I want to do one where I've got a side panel off to the side. I also have ones for doing the other monitor I have or doing a video pencil. I added a couple pieces, but all of this kind of switching between scenes is something you can do in all of them, whether it's Ecamm or StreamYard. Again, all you need is your face in front of a camera, and if you want to do something on a computer screen, don't use your camera, use a simple webcam and have it attached to your monitor. And you can do a screen capture and your face, or just a screen capture and talk over it. So if you're interested in finding out how you can use this not only to create online courses and educational how-to material, but also have it automatically post to social media, all you need to do is make sure that you have a little visit there to the AI course one, have a chat with me, and we'll figure out if it's something that you can do and use to start your business teaching online, sharing what it is that you know, love, and do, answering the questions that you think the people that you're trying to help are asking, and more importantly, just have some fun doing it. So hope you enjoyed this. If there's any other things that you want to find out, again, I'll put all the links below for any of the tools that I've mentioned today. I'll also, if you have comments or stuff, put them in below. Like and subscribe to the channel, and more importantly, go to that website there and just book some time with me. I'd love to chat with you about creating your own online course. We're actually doing some of this live streaming stuff. It's a lot of fun. And if you're an over 40 course creator, someone who's thinking about it, I think now's the time to get in there, get started, and really take advantage of this huge opportunity that YouTube is. Take care, expect the best. We'll see you again tomorrow.